All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I'm really excited to have all of you here today. Hopefully you find this valuable and you get to hear about all the incredible things that are going on in Placer County. So many of you in the room today are our partners, and we want to say thank you for being our partner. We could not be a great county without all of us working together to make sure the ship is continuing to move along. So first, a look back. 175 years ago, Placer County was shaped by gold miners along the riverbanks, iron rails cutting through the mountains, and fertile land that would feed generations to come. From the gold rush and the transcontinental railroad to a booming agricultural industry sustained by abundant water, these images remind us where we began and why this place has always mattered. Today, that same spirit of ingenuity and resilience continues to guide Placer County as we serve our residents, protect our resources, and plan for the future and celebrate our 175th anniversary. Did you know Placer County was established on April 25th, 1851? We hosted a series of walking tours just recently to celebrate our 175th at the Placer County Museum and in Old Town Auburn less than 2 weeks ago. We also sponsored the Placer County Track and Field Championship at 12 Bridges High School in Lincoln in April to celebrate our county's young athletes, and law enforcement and fire from throughout the county celebrated with us, participating in a relay race to get bragging rights, and congratulations to the Placer County Sheriff's Office for their win. And we invite all of you to join us for a very special celebration in June at this year's Placer County Fair. You can check out the county website for all the list of activities that are going on. And then we also have an Old Auburn newsstand that is right by the door today. We have Vanna over there highlighting it. So you can put notes in there, you can put ideas in. We are going to have a time capsule that will be opened in 2101. So I don't know that any of us will be around for that, but if you have great ideas for something to be included in the time capsule, please share those with us. All right, it's time for a trivia question. Okay, there's only one rule. It's that you need to raise your hand so that we don't just have everyone shouting at once. And the winner is going to go home with one of these incredible 175th anniversary t-shirts. The question is, what industry besides gold mining became important in Placer County in the late 1800s? Yes. Did you say agriculture? Yes, that is correct. Thank you. This is the Placer County Board of Supervisors. I think many of you are familiar with us in this room, but we wanted to come up with a little fun fact about each of us that maybe you might not know. This is a picture of Supervisor Bonnie Gore camping with her husband, Rob. For those who may not know, Bonnie loves Broadway musicals and will break out into song at any given time if she is given a show tune. Not many people know that Supervisor Suzanne Jones lived in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for 5 years and was a blonde. She is wearing an abaya, which was a mandatory garb for women at the time. Here is a great picture of Supervisor Cindy Gustafson with her husband Wally and 2 of their grandchildren. Her fun fact was actually news to me. Apparently, Cindy and her husband invited friends and family over for a birthday party and turned it into a surprise wedding. This photo was taken in 1984 when Supervisor Anthony DiMattei was a freshman attending San Jose City College. He had 2 major league contracts to pitch, one with the San Francisco Giants and one with the Texas Rangers. But sadly, he got injured and could no longer pitch, and so now he has to be a county supervisor. As for me, that is a picture of our family on a Disney cruise to Mexico in 2012, back when they let kids go free, so I think they stopped it after we went. And my fun fact is, when I was a kid, I would randomly bring home stray animals that I found, and I'm still kind of lot like that, but my husband is really a party pooper, and he won't let me have a farm of misfit animals, so. All right, moving into the future. We are in the middle of a comprehensive general plan update, which is going to shape and be a roadmap for our communities through 2050. Earlier this year, the Board of Supervisors adopted a new county vision reflecting broad input from residents, businesses, and community partners. And the vision really emphasizes balancing growth, having resilient infrastructure, sustainable natural resources, and vibrant communities. And I really encourage all of you, as that process continues to move forward, to chime in with your public input. Okay, time for another trivia question. The question is, we did send out several surveys during the visioning process of the general plan update. What do you think was the number one answer to the question, what do you want most for Placer County in 2050? Yes?
Parks and open space.
Oh, did you say parks and open space and protect the rural nature of our county? The answer is yes. Okay, time to talk some priorities. Number one, Placer County is committed to protecting its rural character. Protecting our environment really begins with conservation, but it doesn't stop there. We aggressively pursue funds to mitigate fire danger and restore damaged environments, and we're committed to preserving our agricultural sector so that it remains a vibrant industry for our county. So what does that mean in actual programs? Many of you know this is near and dear to my heart. It was a vision of my predecessor, Robert Wygant. The PCCP provides a 50-year roadmap that balances new growth with maintaining the county's natural character and open space for wildlife. It is now known as a model across the country for other counties to use, and the program streamlines the permitting process for development while ensuring that conservation occurs in a balanced and contiguous way. And it will eventually conserve more than 47,000 acres of open space in Placer County forever. So far, we have already conserved more than 9,000 acres since the program went into operation in 2020. So not only do we protect our land, but we are also committed to cleaning up our environment. The American River Debris Project is a good example of this. For those who may not know, the old State Route 49 bridge collapsed in a storm in 1964. The debris was left behind by the state because of plans to build the Auburn Dam, which we all know was canceled. We had to use divers to cut steel underwater to remove the debris that had been stuck in the mud for 55 years. And the county oversaw the removal of more than 450 tons of steel and concrete that was buried at the bottom of the American River. The concrete was still in large chunks, so we had to rely on heavy-duty excavators to unearth it. Up next is the cleanup of the Lincoln Gun Range. It is another restoration project that is well underway, and it's just down the street. The original scope of this project is about 85% complete. The Lincoln Gun Range is located on the old Titan I missile site, which I noted was just down the street from here. And Placer County acquired the Lincoln property on Oak Tree Lane in the 1960s and constructed both a gun range and a skeet range that served law enforcement and the community. Although the ranges have been closed since 1999, firing lines, earthen berms, and spent ammunition remained, leaving lead and clay pigeon debris in the soil. Part of the high cost for this project is due to the fact that the contaminated soil has to be hauled all the way from here in Lincoln to Kettleman City to be disposed of. The cleanup will continue this year when conditions allow the original scope of work to move forward, and it's intended to bring the site up to residential standards, ensuring that it's safe for future use. Perhaps the most important piece of protecting Placer's rural character is connected to our agricultural roots. Our Board of Supervisors is strongly committed to preserving our agricultural industry. Today, this sector generates an impressive $242 million in economic impact and supports more than 2,100 jobs across our region. Our top commodities include rice, cattle, poultry, nursery plants, and walnuts with a combined gross production value of nearly $90 million. We also lead in sustainability with 8,600 acres of certified organic production and innovative programs such as the reintroduction of commercial cattle grazing on 1,200 acres at Hidden Falls Regional Park. By preserving farmland and supporting local producers, we ensure that this cornerstone of our community remains strong for generations to come. Our ag industry also has successfully blended traditional farming with agro-tourism, creating opportunities for residents and visitors alike. Our county is home to about 75 farm stands, 8 certified farmers markets. By the way, fun fact, if you've ever been to the farmers market that's on the intersection of 193 and Sierra College at Fowler Ranch, that is the only farmers market to actually be on a farm in Northern California. Yeah. Then there are also over 20 wineries, 4 farm breweries, and 17 craft breweries. And if you're like me and you don't know the difference between a farm brewery and a craft brewery, a farm brewery is the kind of place that grows what it brews right on the farm, while a craft brewery is more about small batch know-how, sourcing good ingredients and turning them into something tasty. I don't like beer, but I'm sure people here do. Finally, when it comes to preserving our rural character, we believe protecting our forests from wildfire is essential. We brought on board Vibrant Planet in 2023, a wildfire risk assessment tool that helps us prioritize and determine which areas of the county should take priority for fuel reduction efforts. And we secured a $150,000 grant from the California Fire Safe Council to boost outreach, GIS mapping, and interagency collaboration. We are now coordinating with Nevada and El Dorado counties to develop strategies to attract the biomass sector to our region. We earned an A rating as a biomass development opportunity zone, positioning us as a leader in forest biomass and fuel reduction. This is going to help us attract investment for a long-term resilience. And through the French Meadows Ecological Forest Restoration Project, we provided nearly $1 million in fuel reduction activities across 450 acres, protecting water, power, and recreation resources in the Middle Fork of the American River. As you can see, protecting the environment and our ag industry is a clear priority for the Board of Supervisors. We're also committed to supporting our business and development sectors through collaborative partnerships and business-friendly practices. We continue to grow as a county, not a surprise to any of us. The population now totals more than 430,000 people, of which 80% live here in West Placer. The median income is also highest in West Placer at more than $121,000, with Tahoe and the foothills closer to $100,000. As you can see, our entire county is well educated, with between 70 and 80% having attended some college or obtaining a degree. I'm also pleased to share that the Placer County business community is thriving. Our unemployment rate at the end of 2025 was 4.2%, and the state average is 5.4%. About 70% of Placer County businesses have fewer than 15 employees, reflecting a very strong base of small and family-run businesses. In fact, small businesses account for over 1/3 of recent job growth countywide. Roseville has the highest total employment, while Lincoln leads the county in job growth. And overall, Placer County's economy shows a healthy balance of stable anchor industries and emerging growth sectors. Okay, another trivia question. All right, which famous railroad company built much of the track through the Sierra in Placer County? Yes. Did you say Central Pacific Railroad? That is the answer, yes. 2025 was the year of new partnerships. The county entered into an MOU with California State University to advance the district attorney's 30,000 square foot forensic crime lab. The lab will localize forensic testing, reduce case backlogs and court delays, and provide forensic service to neighboring counties as well. The facility will include a dedicated university space and provide hands-on training for criminal justice and forensic science students, and is scheduled to open in the fall of 2028. The Placer County Sheriff's Office is also working with our educational partners to establish a new training academy. Sierra College has purchased land for the academy near the Western Placer Waste Management Authority, also known as the landfill. It's going to take some time, so for now, Placer County Sheriff's Office is leasing land from the Auburn Union School District to open a temporary training academy in August. Sierra Community College will assist with some of that instruction, and right now, we rely on Sacramento County and Sacramento Police Department's academies to train our new deputies. Eventually, the permanent training center will be located again out by the landfill. We are also collaborating with private industry to help our veterans find employment through the Veterans Workforce Alliance. This organization is made up of regional employers, veteran service organizations, with Placer County's Office of Economic Development, Business Advantage Network, and Veteran Service Office. Its mission is to support veterans transition into civilian careers while strengthening the local talent pipeline for employers. We also recently established the Placer Job Network, which is a free regional job board connecting Placer County employers with the regional talent pool. By focusing exclusively on regional jobs, the platform provides vetted opportunities, no-cost visibility for employers, and insights that support workforce retention and regional economic vitality. Our local builders were also very busy this past year. We have 6 specific plans in varying degrees of planning and construction on Placer's west side. Placer 1 and Bickford Ranch are the farthest along. Placer 1 began selling homes at the end of 2025 and has 300 acres set aside for the Sacramento State and Sierra College campus. At full build-out, the Placer campus will accommodate about 12,000 students. We realize that growth can be very disruptive, especially to our city partners and to residents. So we have put in place a series of mitigation measures to ensure that noise, dust, and detours are limited. And we've also committed to strengthening our communication to keep our city partners in the loop on development activities. It's not easy, and we're certainly not perfect, but we do care. So we're committed to maintaining positive working relationships with our partners. Bickford Ranch is also selling homes and is in phase 1 of their project. The county is in the design phase for the new Bickford Ranch Fire Station, and construction is expected to begin in early 2027. The Riolo Vineyard builders anticipate new home sales in this development coming online in the next year or two. And we also have some big news to share regarding transportation improvements. Construction of Placer Parkway is going to begin this spring. The 15-mile high-speed transportation corridor will one day connect Highway 65 in western Placer County to Highway 70 and 99 in South Sutter County. That's going to take a few years to make happen, but in the short term, we are planning to extend the Whitney Ranch interchange off Highway 65 and extend 4 lanes west to Foothills Boulevard North. Additionally, $1 million in federal funding has been granted to improve traffic congestion along Baseline and Riego roads. This is thanks to efforts by Congressman Kevin Kiley. 3 traffic signals will be installed. One at South Pleasant Grove and Riego Road, one at North Pleasant Grove and Riego Road, and another at South Pleasant Grove and Baseline Road. And there's still hope for the widening of Highway 65. Congressman Kiley also secured $22 million in federal funding to expand 65 near I-80, and we thank him very much for that as well. One idea I'm really excited about is something that we started last year and is going to come online this summer. We will be adding a new feature to the county website that will allow residents to review the details of our budget to enhance public transparency. We encourage you to visit our website to check out the new feature when it's launched this summer, and will hopefully be interactive and a way for the public to have easier access to the county budget. Another top priority is, of course, public safety, and we put our tax dollars behind these services. That includes our Sheriff's Office, District Attorney, Probation, Placer County Fire, and our Office of Emergency Services. Placer County has the lowest violent crime rate in the state, with 69.5 incidents per 100,000. That is less than half the statewide rate, according to 2024 data. Also noteworthy, the 2026 SafeWise report released in February ranked the city of Lincoln as the third safest city in California. The Placer County District Attorney's Office is making its mark throughout the state by spearheading the Retail Theft Initiative. It employs advanced data mapping and cross-county collaboration to target, track, and prosecute retail theft rings. The initiative helps prosecutors link cases, expose networks, build stronger charges, and obtain longer sentences. The program assumed jurisdiction over multi-county and statewide retail theft crews, allowing Placer to lead statewide prosecution. Our DA coordinated with 30 agencies across 27 counties and partnered with 11,000 Placer County businesses. We are very fortunate to have an incredible District Attorney, Morgan Geyer. Let's give him a round of applause. And of course, the same holds true for our awesome Placer County Sheriff, Wayne Wu, who is continually working to expand services. Sheriff Wu is incredibly proactive in his approach, and in September, the Placer County Sheriff's Office began operating out of its new West Placer Sheriff Station in Rockland. As we grow, the county is committed to expanding our sheriff services in tandem. There is no jail at this new station, and no one in custody is brought to that location, but it does enhance response times in West Placer. Our Sheriff's Office also opened 2 new jail facilities in the Bill Santucci Center this past fall. They are not your typical jails. They are designed to reduce recidivism and encourage mental health improvements. Here is a look behind the cell doors.
We're proud to open 2 new facilities at the South Placer Jail. These facilities are a new acute mental health facility and a vocational training facility. These housing units mark a major step forward for the Placer County Sheriff's Office and our community. They ensure accountability while offering rehabilitation, treatment, and a true opportunity for somebody to impact recidivism. The first housing unit is our 45-bed acute mental health facility. A growing portion of our jail population has been diagnosed with severe mental illness. This new space is designed to meet that critical need and expand care for individuals deemed incompetent to stand trial. The facility includes individual cells, day rooms, recreation yards, and counseling rooms where people can be stabilized and receive real care and support. These services can truly change the trajectory of someone's life. The second facility is our 120-bed vocational training center. Here, individuals will take part in classrooms and vocational shops where they can learn skills, earn certifications, and prepare for employment after release. This is how we break the cycle of recidivism, by equipping people with the tools they need to become productive members of society. These new housing units are more than just buildings. They're a reflection of our commitment to accountability, improving outcomes for individuals while in custody, while strengthening public safety in Placer County. By investing in people, we're investing in a safer, stronger community for everyone.
And of course, we cannot talk about law without fire. We are so fortunate in Placer County to be protected by the most advanced firefighting unit in the world. CAL FIRE operates the Placer County Fire Department and provides us grade A service as well as mutual aid to neighboring fire departments. For CAL FIRE 2025 brought new technology for wildfire prevention and suppression. We are now using AI to monitor cameras in the Sierra to spot smoke at the very early stages to allow for quick response times. We are using infrared vision to continue firefighting at night and are using drone technology to map fires more efficiently. It might seem odd to include the Yankee Gym's bridge replacement project as part of our public safety discussion, but it actually fits quite well. The historic Yankee Gym Bridge is being replaced primarily because it has a 3-ton load limit that cannot accommodate modern vehicles or firefighting equipment. Built in the 1930s, the bridge proved inadequate during the 2012 Robbers Fire, where emergency crews could not cross, highlighting the need for a safer 2-lane structure. Our plan is to keep the historic Yankee Gym's bridge as a pedestrian crossing. Access to the bridge is currently closed, but we anticipate having the new bridge open by summer 2028. I think you will all agree that Placer County is a premier place to live, work, raise a family, and retire, and our health and human services have made a huge difference. It's no accident that we consistently rank in the top 3 among California counties for quality of life, and the top 4 for being one of the healthiest communities, and for having one of the lowest rates of homelessness in California. Our health and human services assist residents of all ages from all walks of life throughout the county, the majority of whom live in the incorporated cities. Placer County is home to approximately 25,000 veterans, many who rely on claims assistance through our Veteran Services Office. The Veteran Services Office handled 21,500 service requests in 2025, ensuring that our veterans received nearly $15 million in benefits. Our Children's System of Care helps children and youth who may be at risk by offering a wide range of services for child welfare to mental health. HHS also partners with several community organizations to support foster care needs and adoptions. Our adult system of care is equally complex with services that offer mental health services, substance abuse treatment, and in-home support. And we also protect older and dependent adults. The 2026 point-in-time count to assess our unsheltered population was released in April, and Placer County continues to have one of the lowest rates of homelessness in the state. The findings show nearly a 10% decrease in homelessness in the county since last year. Placer County's rate of homelessness per capita now stands at 15.2 people per 10,000 residents, well below the statewide average of 48 per 100,000. Yeah. We have found that our greatest success in helping people out of homelessness is coming from those in our permanent supportive housing program. Because of this, we are working to increase our inventory of permanent supportive housing, which now stands at 231 units. We recently closed escrow on Carriage Court Studios, a former Auburn motel that is now owned by a nonprofit partner that will be converted into approximately 55 units of permanent supportive housing. We also completed the bulk of construction at Sunrose Apartments. That was a partnership with the city of Roseville, ensuring that all 82 permanent supportive housing units are now fully occupied. And we received a $14.5 million grant to create a 44-bed residential addiction treatment center in Auburn, which is an incredible need throughout our state, after opening a unique 16-bed recovery residence in Roseville last year. And one of my personal favorites, we care for everyone in our county, including our stray dogs and cats and even livestock. Our Animal Services Division is responsible for adopting out approximately 2,500 pets each year. We have foster programs to assist shelter animals in adjusting, and we care for the newborns who need extra help with feeding. We are committed to spaying and neutering, but also to healing those animals that come to us injured. We encourage volunteerism and love when our residents take some time to walk our furry friends around the government campus. And we brought a few special pets with us today. If you haven't seen them yet, they will be out there. Maybe you will leave with a little furry friend today. And our library services continue to thrive in Placer County. Last year, libraries welcomed nearly 260,000 visitors through our doors. More than 6,500 people attended our programs. We also added a new mobile library van to complement our services, which brings library services to schools, assisted living facilities, and rural areas that don't have easy access to a brick and mortar library. We brought the new van here today. It's outside. When you're leaving, you can check it out. It's in the parking lot and open for your perusal. In addition to our wonderful county libraries, Placer residents are also lucky enough to have access to great libraries in the town of Loomis, the city of Roseville, and the city of Lincoln. The Hidden Falls Trail Expansion Project is another major accomplishment well on its way to completion. The project is going to connect trails from Hidden Falls to Big Hill Preserve, which is located off of Bell Road in Auburn. The preserve is in conservation by the Placer Land Trust, and the county has purchased easements to build public trails. We're looking forward to that opening soon. The second phase will connect the new trails at Big Hill Preserve with the existing trails at Hidden Falls. That's expected to hopefully open in fall of 2027. And make sure that you check out the cattle grazing there. They keep all the ladder fuels down and improve the overall health of our preserve. Recreation and tourism are vital aspects of Placer County, and that's especially true for North Lake Tahoe. Consequently, trail improvements are a big focus for the county. In 2026, we plan to renovate Commons Beach, which is heavily used by tourists. And you really can't appreciate trailhead improvements until you see them and hopefully enjoy them. The Sawtooth Trailhead received a makeover, which included paving an existing dirt parking lot and adding drainage and information kiosks. Sawtooth Trailhead reopened to the public in November. A major segment of the Martis Valley Trail is also now complete. The last mile of a nearly 6-mile segment was completed in December, connecting the town of Truckee to North Star Village. The paved trail will eventually encompass 10.2 miles and connect Truckee through North Star to the edge of Lake Tahoe. One day, the entire region will have a 66-plus mile paved trail as part of the resort triangle. Palisades Tahoe, located in Olympic Valley, will be expanding its resort village starting this year. The resort will be adding 896 bedrooms with about 222,000 square feet of commercial space. Land conservation is also part of that overall project, which was reduced in size by 40% during the approval process. We are also pleased to share that the Fanny Bridge project is now complete. The first cars traveled over it in February 10th of this year. The $10.6 million project was a collaboration between the Federal Highway Administration, Caltrans, and Placer County. Originally built more than a century ago, Fanny Bridge has long served as a gateway to Tahoe City and a focal point of the community. Placer County has reached a record-breaking milestone. Visitor spending topped $1.57 billion in 2025, a 4% increase over the prior year and more than double the statewide growth rate of 1.7%. These figures were taken from Visit California's Economic Impact of Travel in California. The data underscores Placer County's rise as one of Northern California's most dynamic tourism destinations, and the growth was broad-based across spending categories. We saw $137.5 million in combined state and local tax revenue generated by travel spending. Placer County is truly an amazing place to live, work, raise a family, and retire, and is wonderful for visitors from all walks of life. As we celebrate our 175th anniversary this year, I invite you to participate in the planning of our next 25 years. Your voice matters and your opinions count. After all, governance is a team effort for sure, as I mentioned at the beginning. While I may not have had time to highlight every accomplishment and every department in Placer County, just know that there is an amazing team working together to keep things moving forward. Thank you for your time, and now I would actually like to highlight something very exciting. I mentioned it briefly in my presentation. I'm going to take a moment to recognize someone special. Congressman Kevin Kiley is here today with a special presentation, and as he makes his way to the stage, I want to take this opportunity to highlight Congressman Kiley and his team for their advocacy for Placer County. During a time of incredible tension between our state and federal leaders, when hardly any federal money has been coming to California, Congressman Kiley continues to be a champion for Placer County. In the 3 years since taking office, he has secured nearly $458 million in federal funding and authorized investment connected to projects. Investment connected to projects benefiting both Placer County and the Lake Tahoe region. And I speak for many in this room who are endlessly grateful for his leadership and advocacy for Placer County. So please welcome Congressman Kiley to the stage. Yes.
Good job.
Thank you. Okay, well, yeah.
I'll just say I want to thank Shanti and Bonnie and Cindy and our would have been MLB All-Star Supervisor De Matteo here for the tremendous leadership that you provide in protecting the quality of life in Placer County. I view my role largely to just support in a small way the tremendous efforts that you make here. So thank you for everything that you do. Looking forward to another great year in Placer.
Great, thank you. Let's scooch down this way. This is the official check that will go to the bank for the baseline improvements.
don't try walking to the bank with this.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right, and with that, I'm going to invite Mr. Chatney to come back up to the stage and just want to say thank you again for hanging with me through all the technological difficulties. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you getting up so early on a Wednesday morning as well.